Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. I'm going to do a rank grind video, and today we're actually going to have the opportunity to enjoy Heloise the Hollow, thanks to a benefactor who has graciously shared this beautiful and powerful card with me. We're going to test out for my own interest Heloise the Hollow. And so if you are interested in this amazing auction card that everyone's spending so much money on, if you want to see more gameplay footage of it, stick around, stay tuned. We'll try and squeeze it into every situation and circumstance and see what happens. I'm currently in Diamond 3, and I usually fight in like High Diamond in Modern League, and that's where we'll be grinding today. It's the beginning of the season, which means I am fighting against a lot of the beasts, like a lot of the best of the best. So we may struggle, and we only have 50 seconds to build the team, so let's get into it. We have no melee, so we can't use it in this rule set. I'm going to try and go Risk Eldrath and go Archery. Yeah, Weapon Train, boom. And then boom, and then what about... I need to get my Grim Barden up to snuff a bit. That's too slow, but it's got the hit points, and I like that. And then how about... I don't have any fire, so I don't have any meaningful blind. You know what? We gotta go boom, boom. I don't love that, but... And I don't even have any heal. That's a problem. Do I might regret that, but we're gonna give that a shot. I removed one of my archers and put in Goblin Psychic. I want to tank heal because I put my select split spawn in the first spot, and so I want to be able to sustain it. It's going to burn down relatively quickly, especially since my opponent doesn't have any 5s. So none of my opponent's monsters are going to be hitting my force field. They're just going to be hitting hit points, which means we will die quickly, but we have a lot of hit points to walk through with the Uladun as well. I think the True Strike... What's the play here? Taunt might work. If I taunt down his triage, I'm probably doing more damage to what he is. No. I need you and you to hit. No, I need you and you to hit. Go. I was considering shooting my taunt on the Jin Renova because that's a 4-bomb that is with the triage and the strengthen, both of which are, going to be a significant problem in my victory here. But instead I did True Strike on my Runemancer Flore as well as my Ava the Undaunted. The Undaunted has the Oppress and therefore should nuke the Pellicor if we first break that Divine Shield with this faster monster, the Runemancer. So the Runemancer will shoot, break the Divine Shield, injure it with the second shot, and then Ava will nuke it. We don't have any reses back here. There is an armor, so that's going to work out well. I didn't think about that. So what'll happen is Archery will hit, break the Divine Shield, Magic will hit, maybe Magic goes first, I forget now. And then, but yeah, the Ava will nuke him. Oh, he has a Strengthen. He has a Strengthen, and so he has 2 Strengthens. Still, this is going to be the best way, I think. Let's watch it. See what happens. And I do Uladin, Overseer. I need to get some of these cards more leveled up. Like to have that card at level 3. I mean, it's practically, there's nothing there. Yeah, it's got huge hit points at level 3, but frankly, what would it do for me at level 8? It's a common, right? So at level 10. And I think we are going to pull it out. And the heal does look like it's working. This might have been the play. I think this ultimately has proven substantial because the Uladon in particular with the huge hit points can be well sustained by that Goblin Psychic. Goblin Psychic rotating out of Modern soon, so I've already talked about Fizzbo and how I think that'll fit into the new meta with... I'm not saying Fizzbo is meta, but I'm saying heal is meta, and you need to have heal, and if you don't have Fizzbo, who are you using in Modern? There will probably be new ones in Conclave, but we don't know that. We know that Fizzbo exists. We don't know what will come with Conclave. And so, strong card. Okay. We can... No, I don't think the card has an armor on it. No, and we're evens only. Okay. So again, we can't do it. Not this round anyways. but we can do a very successful weapon train. And then we need, if we bring some silence, I'm pretty tempted to, given the context, I'm kind of expecting my opponent, if I was to look at the people who I generally play against at this league level, I'm expecting fire speed play. A taunt might be nice. Do I have any taunts? That's not strong enough. Level 2 on the Helheim, not good enough. You know what? I'm expecting melee, so let's go demoralize. Yeah, I'm expecting, and then what can we do on the back line? Another silence. That could be good. So we got a bit of a, I think we got to go arborist. I think we probably are best to do, okay, because of the even Stevens, I don't expect sneak. I was thinking sneak originally. I was thinking fire and I was thinking sneak, but it's ultimately going to be an opportunity, or it's going to be a similar play to what I'm doing. I think I don't need to worry about sneak attack, and therefore I'm going to go leaning in this way. I could be wrong about that, but I'm not expecting sneak. This is who I was thinking, Conquer Yasik. I couldn't remember his name for them when I was speaking about him earlier, but speed. And I was originally thinking melee, but then the even Stevens really eliminates most of the good sneakers. I mean, there's a 5 speed or 5 mana sneaker on the fire team. There's a 3 mana neutral, you know, so, and even, I guess he could have used, there's a couple he could have used, but frankly, a lot of it was gone. Okay. He does have the Void and the Magic Reflect. I don't think it's going to be enough. It's going to depend on where these land. That's the thing about Scattershot. Now he's got the opportunity, which is nasty. And that might alone cost me the game, but we'll find out together. He's got crazy speed. My 1 speed Dusk and my 1 speed Arborist dodged the first enemy attacks because of the dodge on my summoner. That's so frustrating. Like, as in my opponent's shoes, I would be so annoyed on turn 1 there to miss 2 of my shots. 2 of them because of the dodge. And I think a third just missed as well on the Skok with the 2 speed. And we're going to pull it out because of that. Okay, let's keep it going. Everyone's got reach. Everything's got snipe. You know, we could make it happen. I'm not certain with 19 mana that's wise, but we could make it happen. Let's give it a shot. I said we'd squeeze it into every situation and circumstance. One of the things I've noticed about the I'm forgetting its name right now. I'm getting tired, I guess. Let's get it up on the screen here. About Heloise is the speed is the limiting factor. Also, so is piercing. And so it might actually, so I thought originally Quick's the devious because I want to reduce my opponent's speed because I actually want to have a greater likelihood that each of those amazing blows is going to land. But I actually think even more important than that is Conquer Yask. Oh, but of course he's not fire, dang. Conquer Yask would have added piercing, was what I was thinking, but of course that's not an option. So we'll go back to the drawing board and we will use Quicks to manipulate the speed functionality and therefore give Heloise the Hollow that much more opportunity. And this is pretty much brand new to me. And so I'm going to try and build a team that gives me a number of cards for which to life leech and to weave, to resurrect from. I forget what it's called. But the Heloise the Hollow can resurrect itself on death while wearying an opponent. So let's give let's give myself enough opponents. Speed is, like I said, are important. Also, armor is annoyingly important. Because I want to remove any armor from my opponent because the piercing will stop me. Or, I mean, lack of piercing will hinder that huge blast from landing maximally. Pardon my cough there, guys. Let's do it that way. Let's see how that goes. I got a full team with 19 mana. And I've got 2 speed manipulations. This is enough. Yeah. Kalia with this team could be... I mean, look at these speeds. 6 plus the 7. This will be interesting. And the intrinsic armor. But again, we brought a rust that eliminates 2. I do feel pretty okay about this. Let's see how it happens. The speed on that with the flight on the Pellicor Bandit is going to be one of the places that we could really suffer, because I could swing and miss 6 times right here. Oh, that hit is gigantic. I mean, I feel like it's over now. This card is crazy. Like, I mean, to have opportunity, honestly, that card could probably be broken without having opportunity. I shouldn't say that. I have only played it 5 times, I think. It does seem amazing though. Hopefully we get to see several more. So again, speed was really important to that. I gave myself 2 speed manipulations. They were really crucial. I also gave the rust. Both of those things were pivotal for that victory. Little League only, so we can't do it. Earthquake. No magics. I don't love what I'm seeing here. I mean, I immediately think Pellicor Conjurer, Celestial Harpy, and then just kind of, you know, you can do a variety of things. Maybe a Venari Crystalsmith to heal it up. Maybe a Runesayer for amp and repair and protect. If my Galactus was better, I would drop this little number. But level 2 is just not gonna not suffice. This is pretty interesting, actually. That could hit pretty hard with that. However, I expect my opponent to play similarly, which means I expect Pellicor Conjurer on my opponent's team, which means 2 speed's not going to cut it, because 5 speed and a flight. Sneak is a concern. Boom. Boom. What about... Do I have any camo? No, because magic's out. I don't have Dr. Blake's magic is out. What about fiends? That's pretty helpful. I'm not convinced about this right now, but my alternatives are not the greatest. You know, what else could we do? We got 8 mana to work with, and that's it. You know? Yeah, Celestial Harpy could be an interesting choice, but it's just the damage isn't that meaningful. You know what? We are switching things a little bit. Halfling Refugee might get some punches in. The Vruz, if it goes down, or when it goes down, can provide a pump on my Stitch, and we're doing double sneak. I don't know. I don't feel super I don't feel like this is an amazing team, but I can see my opponent has less capable cards, so we should pull it out. He was counting on the flight and the speed manipulation, which I have that too, but I have better supplementary cards. A 5 bomb on the Stitch Leech is crazy with the Life Leech. There it is. And now we just sit and watch. I like how they introduced this. It goes skip to fatigue, is like an option as soon as like the game launches, because it knows it's going to go to fatigue. And it was literally Pellicore Conjurer versus Pellicore Conjurer. They're not hitting each other, they're both flying, and therefore who's gonna die first. And I just like that function is there, because sometimes you don't know and you're 10 rounds in and you're like, am I gonna skip? And it's just gonna go, so you don't want to miss anything sometimes. 15 SPS on that win. Unlocking D2. Let's view rewards, claim them. Testing, yep, good. Just make sure the old mic is working, has been working this time. Okay, reveal all. Missing a few key epics still. Missing a few key epics. What did I get here? A few merits, which I'm never going to be disappointed with. Luchaheim, which I'm becoming a fan of. It's got triage. Drybone, which I already have maxed. All the rest of these I've maxed. Okay. Back to lobby. Let's keep her going. As I said earlier, I really find it's difficult to get through. The opponents I'm generally playing against are, at this moment in the season, they are very powerful often. I mean, the last 3 matches have actually been relatively, let's say lower end, but it can be the case that they are definitely anything but. And so getting through full mana, like 50 energy at this moment, can be quite difficult, but that's where I'm at. I've got 40 some energy before I started the video. Okay, we're going to give it a shot. We've got both Death and Earth. We've got Super Sneak. And we got Gladiator. So, I actually need to decide which Gladiator I would rather have. Ooh, the Trample. Oh, see, I keep. It's since Heloise the Hollow is so new to me, understanding which summoners I get to play with it is a challenge. I wonder how a Nidhogger with Blast on that thing would be. Hey, that could be interesting. I do hear people say Nidhogger is like really underwhelming. I mean, I guess I agree. Underwhelming is a word I would use. I enjoy it. I play it. I like it. That's only a level 2 and I rent it regularly. I'm not sure I share that concern, but every league is different. And I hear friends who play at the highest level champion say, no, it's not cutting it. I have fun with it in Diamond. Okay. You know what we're going to do? Risk Eldrath with the taunt. And we're going to do this is a play I do all the time. So we do Coral Lurker, and then we need to bring out a blind. And because, that's kind of interesting. But the magic will slowly heal itself. There we go. And then we need Swiftness. Boom. We need Slow. That's tempting, but it's going to kill itself. And then we need Weapon Train. So Archery Team, Blind, Speed Manipulation, Speed Manipulation, Speed Manipulation, or Flight. And then finally we bring out the pièce de résistance, Heloise the Hollow. So the only problem with this build is that I'm going to be relying on her to just do work in the backline. And that doesn't seem like the most logical contribution. I'm still going to give it a shot because I want to see how that works, or if that ends up, let's say, if it ends up working. I didn't take a Bloodluster, and that's a bit of a mistake. Like, I could have brought Korra. Of course, that'd be nice. I almost wonder if it would have made more sense to put her in the front and just let her be hit. And then see what happens. Ooh, and this is going to be a problem for me. The Mantaroth is going to blast damage into the... But you're not... Oh, and he has True Strike. So let's go ahead and nuke the True Strike. Yeah. I don't know if we'll rip him down before he fires. We should actually. With this 8 bomb, I bet we finish him before he even fires. Ooh, yeah, the shield. I did forget about the shield. One more shot would have got him. Now he's going to get through my... He didn't quite do it. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, but the redemption. But, you know what? Honestly, we would have... I'm not sure what happens now that my blind is gone. But I'm telling you, if that Mantaroth stuck around, we definitely 100% for sure lost. Like, there's no two ways about it. Oh, and then... And can we get another? Can we get like a juicy kill in the Quora? That's a nice. But do we have one more res on it? And yes, please, let's go. And then a spite kill you. That's huge. That's huge, dude. The Heloise the Hollow is. Oh, I thought we were pulling it out. That was a finish, a photo finish there. The Heloise the Hollow put in work. I feel like my one mistake, my gravest error in that was not putting Heloise the Hollow in the second position. Why put Meat Shield on the back line, especially when I'm forcing my opponent to come at me from the front line. And what's more, if the blind goes down, that's a significant reduction in my evasiveness of 15%. Is it? Yeah, 15% reduction in my evasiveness. And so having this here, you know, I wasn't thinking Mantaroth. But it would be conceivable that blast damage would kill you. And then, so anyways, putting Heloise in the second spot might have allowed, for instance, Thane Noonsong to do more work and stay alive longer. Putting archery bombs out, which would have changed the battlefield. Because ultimately Thane slipped into the tank position after my first and second spot died. Yeah. Should we? What happens here? Yeah, let's give it a go. I want to, again, put as many monsters on the battlefield as possible. Of course, I want a summoner buff. Like, I want to be able to... This is kind of interesting to me. Like, reflection shield on that monster, because if you come into a Mylar, what would happen there? Or to put an underboss Fabino with an extra two damage output on your... Okay. Let's go this way for the cheap mana. Put her out there. And then we just gotta... See, it's opportunity. Oh, it's not opportunity. Oh, because... Yeah, I just want to build at the back line in order to give myself more soul siphons. Oh, this is kind of... Look at this nuclear explosion. Heloise the Hollow with that functionality. And then Kazi Conjurer just with the 6 bomb burning himself to death in the back line. I don't think this is going to work. But I just want to have fun and see what happens. I would rather have 2 Fiends and 2 one-mana monsters with which to soul siphon. That's what I wanted to do, but as you can see, I only have, because of the rule sets, because of the beefcake, I only have the Halfling Refugee that I can pull on. And so I'm just imagining different teams quickly with the green. Because I could go Earth Summoner, and that would introduce a Fiend. Would take away Kazi. Oh, I think I need to do that quickly. I have no time. No time. Oh yeah, Brewmaster 9. Yeah, okay, let's go. And oh, it does. Oh yeah, the beefcake was the problem. What am I talking about? I'm tired. Let's give it a shot. The Brewmaster, if I win, I'll get a gold foil bonus. We could win here. I don't like this armor though. That's going to be a nuisance. And I got poisoned. I lose the poison. He didn't incendiary me. Yeah. With 4 monsters versus 2, you need to have the cards to soul siphon. Let's keep her going. I can't do it. Okay. Night Stalker with Conqueriasic, Drybone Hobgoblin for the Shatter, because I find with Super Sneak you should expect Protect monsters, because Protect is one of the ways you can bring cards like Ferox Defender and Artemis the Bear to provide melee damage output from whatever position because of Super Sneak, and they're simultaneously providing defensive contribution because they provide Protect. And so because of that, you want people who bring Shatter. And so in a higher mana match, I would bring both. Slow. Slow is going to be really, really helpful, actually. Reflection Shield. So, yeah, let's give that a shot. I'm counting on the Night Stalker to just pull this one down, get me the W. The magic is the one magic damage the one magic monster with 2 magic damage is probably not enough to burn down my Ferox Defender. He doesn't have a meaningful sneak attack performance. Of course, this is a little scary. And it is a sneak. My bad, because it's super sneak. He's got the piercing too. But we are gonna put in work here. Do we have a weekend? Let's just watch and see what happens. I think if he wins, it's due to Coastal Sentry. If I win, it's obviously because of Night Stalker. That was huge, which has happened. Because of my Night Stalker, after this I need to go back quickly because of that first round. Crucial. W. Okay, let's look at that one more time. First round. Because the Torrent Fiend dies via... Who got you? Because it went down not because of Night Stalker, right? Or did it go down because of Night Stalker? Let me see this. Yeah. Wow, okay. Honestly, I'm surprised by that. Because the Reaching Hobgoblin didn't go... attacked... It was... The sneak attack functionality superseded the reach functionality. I actually did not know that. I feel like I should have known that, but I didn't know that. And so to just delete that last monster meant that we struck this monster instead, which is one of the more important monsters. And let's watch. We proc the piercing too, man. This is the Conquer Yasik in conjunction with Night Stalker, but right there we saw success in conjunction with the Hobgoblin. Piercing is so valuable. Piercing is great. Cards, summoners like Kelia and Lux, they're very successful because they add 1 more armor. And if you bring piercing, that armor means nothing. Back to basics, gladiators, and 3 or more speed. On Back to Basics, I do love to try Lorcus. Oh, yeah, no, this is cool. This was cool. And then we'll find the highest magic damage dealers. So these two often put in work, Jin Inferni and Jin Apprentice, for 5 and 7 respectively. And then we need to just build out the team a little bit with of course, Kazi Conjurer comes along for the ride, of course, for that crazy 6 bomb. And now it would be good to have a melee monster up front, because then we're going to maximize, like Halfling Refugee, 1 mana, 8 hit points. Yes, every time, all day, never not. And then we still have 5 mana. 5 mana, that's so crazy. And Chaos Adjutant, which is not a huge hit point with the 8, but it is like a secondary tank. It's going to help support us. Now, that's a sincere option, but we could go more speed, more damage. No, I think we go Adjutant. Or we could go, you know, instead of Halfling Refugee, we go Chaos Orc for a little bit of armor and the same amount of hit points. And then we would drop a Fiend in instead. No, this way we get 16 hit points. The other way we get like 14. And then we're going to be putting... So now I'm with my last minute. I'm just giving thought to the exact position of my monsters. My Jin Inferni and my Jin Apprentice are the most likely to receive Life Leech functionality from Lorcus, and thereby really pump up they stay alive longer. But he does have green action, so Void is certainly plausible, right? Void coming from Immortalis, but Kazi is going to put in work in that situation. Okay, I think... I was deciding whether or not Continuum Seer should slip ahead of these two or not, and who gets the Life Leech. I wanted to give myself the last 30 seconds so I can make these calls during that last window instead of being rushed right now. Knowing once you've built your team, giving yourself, if you have 30 seconds before submitting the team, to just think about what your tactics will go so that you're not coming into this moment and just feeling rushed. Life Leech is what we want. And for me, I still have a question. He definitely gets one. He probably gets one, but you know, that could go. Nah, we got to go this way. We got to go that way. And then we just battle it up. See, for these reasons, it might have made sense to put the Continuum Seer in front, because I want the Life Leech to have as much time as possible to just jack up their hit points. And maybe Continuum Seer was a mistake because of the low hit points for mana cost. Now 4 mana is not much, and 3 damage is pretty solid, but I could have, might have been interesting to put out another archery monster, or for that matter to bring another melee monster with more hit points, something like a hill giant, but of course from the Death or Fire team. Let's see. He's got a lot of damage, double archer, 3 archers, and I didn't put together a bunch of hit points. Yeah. I needed more hit points, and his Void from the Immortalis was a significant factor. How long have we been going so far? 35 minutes, guys. I'm going to play, I don't know. Let's get one more with Immortalis. I mean, Heloise the Hollow. Looks like we can play. That's not a good one. We'll get one or two more with Heloise the Hollow. This probably isn't it with 12 mana. Oh, it definitely is not it for the rules of combat. Ambush. How about ambush with the Night Stalker? Huh. That's kind of... I don't think Night Stalker's the play. I mean, I don't think Vruz is the play. I think Night Stalker's fine. This feels... I'm debating whether or not to remove Wild Quotient and Chaos Agent and do a 3-mana monster instead of both of them. I'm also considering Mark's Rat. I'm considering, Life Sapper with Redemption. I'm considering, like, what about bringing a Rust, because we don't have a piercing on Buddy. We don't have a Rust. We don't really have any, like, this could be helpful, but I think a Cane's a mistake. I don't know. Night Stalker is so carry though. Like, if it works, it works. I just need to give Night Stalker that much more room to breathe. The truth is, if I'm going to win, it's because... If I'm going to win with a Cane, it's going to be because Night Stalker pulled it out. And so let's give the speed buff, and let's leave nothing on the front line. Like, it's Night Stalker for the win. Okay. We could do this. So we're going... Ambush. If I get any dodges, he's in trouble. If he gets any dodges, I'm hooped. Like, if I miss once, I'm done. Oh, that's huge. Hit it. No, let's go. And I think that's W right there. Now, he is hitting everything, though. Okay. Little beetle put in an honest day's work over there. Crypt beetle. Okay, so super sneak, blast. We got a good enough mana. Now we can bring her. Let's bring her. I was talking earlier, what would this be like with Nidhogger bringing the Heloise the Hollow? Well, we're going to find out because she's going to get blast due to the rule set. Ah, and she is available. Odd one's out. Okay, so let's try ambush again. Is that the play? What about Life Leech on her or Trample? See, this is new to me. This is where or even bringing a triage because, she's in the back line. This is tough. Ambush. Well, okay, so ambush is not super important because it's not like she is a nuker that deletes the first time she strikes. It's more like she is this explosive, come at me and I will burn you down. Like, it's like this fire that will burn you when you come close. So I feel like the ambush is off the limits, are off the table. I feel like the trample could be really juicy. And I feel like the triage is interesting, especially considering the camouflage will, I guess, allow the super sneak to be redirected. But we don't want that because it's a taunt. So we are going Lorcus, and we are going to bring... Okay, definitely Arachne Weaver. Oh yeah, let's go with the heal. Who else? I got a minute to think this through. I need to build a full team. I want everybody, if I can, I want healers. I want them to be healing themselves. I want them to triage would be nice. That's too small. Oh, I need reflection shield. Oh, this is scary because yeah. I gotta back away. I gotta come into dragon. Yeah, we need the speed manipulation and we need the reflection shield because Heloise the Hollow is... And then I gotta remove my number 1, put in somebody with hit points. That could be interesting just because it's evasive, stun. The slow could be more helpful probably. I don't know if I'm going to regret that. I put Night Reaper in the back line because the last stand opportunity, but we built the reflection shield wall around my taunt distraction. He's going to hit, and he's going to reflection. You're going to hit. You... I don't know what's going to happen. Let's find out together. I'm super concerned about this actually with the dodge. Look at that where I paused it. I've never seen that happen where the fireball is like on his face. The dodge from Astral Entity is going to be a nuisance, I think. Plus he brought a good amount of speed manipulation. We're down to 1 speed on Heloise. Hit him. Hit the shot. Hit this. That's a huge hit. Let's go. So he's lost a monster already. He's lost 2 monsters and his res is down. My self-heal from the Arachne is going to put work in. And the reflection shield changed. Remember, I only had 1 reflection shield, and I quickly switched back to dragon, and that enabled 2 reflection shields. But I shouldn't celebrate too early because his countess is so fast, and we missed our second shot. That dodge, dude, that dodge. But I have other monsters putting in other, having other success around the table. Come on. Come on, let me hit you. Let me hit you. Let me hit you. There we go. The blast. Oh, the reflection shield. I forgot. Mary Put has a reflection shield, so that didn't kill him. But that is huge because that's another speed manipulation down, and things are looking good. And we got him. We got him. Okay. That was a solid win. You know what, guys? My throat is really starting to hurt now. And I don't want to get sick again. Spent most of November sick. Don't want to get sick again. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much to my mysterious benefactor and Master Shonuff. Dude, huge delegation. I'm having fun with it, and I appreciate you. Thank you guys for supporting the channel in different ways, creative ways like that. Saying thank you for the content creation, I assume, and just sort of trying to encourage me in what I'm doing. And so I appreciate it. I saw that. Thank you. I hope everybody enjoyed the video, and if you did and you're new to the channel, check out, hit the like, subscribe. We cover Splinterlands all the time, and I'll leave it there. Have an amazing day. God bless.